So I could introduce this game to you right away, or I could read a message from one of my viewers which said, T90, I had a date 2 days ago. There's not going to be a second date, but I can assure you she knows how to fast castle. I hope you're proud. And yes, I'm absolutely very proud of you. Those are the priorities. And listen, if she's not happy that she now has the knowledge to fast castle, she wasn't the one for you anyways. Welcome, folks. Look at these castles. These are fortresses. And what we have here for the map is not mega random, it is hyper random. And the best way to describe hyper random is it is a bit crazier at times than mega random. And then also the amount of resources available on each resource is a bit different. So in this case, the rhino must have had less than 400 food because it is currently already at like 250. The pig has 158 food. This tree is 127 wood. This tree is 150 wood. What about that pig? Same thing? I'll just go around clicking stuff for you later on. Anyways, we've got 8 players. We do have 8 kings. And the kings explode here. And it is diplomacy and it is regicide. It's actually a really good question from one of the players, though. I don't know if these guys are able to build units out of a fortress. It's not a castle. It's a fortress. It's different. It's something you can build in this scenario. So, anyways, in the green, we have Varian. Experienced member of this community. He doesn't diplo as well as some others do. He is known for losing his king in embarrassing ways, but he's also known for being a really good player. So keep an eye out on that. He's playing as the Incas. In the red, we have the Roman, who is playing as the Huns. I had them go random civ, so sad for red that we didn't get, Romans. But Huns, a decent choice here, I would imagine. Ooh, look at the fancy plays. In the yellow, we have Smokey. Smokey playing as the Burmese. In the teal, we've got Bozeman Moan playing as the Celts. In the gray, we've got Dano playing as the Slavs. In the purple, we have El Dr. L. In the orange, we have Azure. I should have said purple civ. Sorry, purple's playing as the Persians. In the orange, then, we have the Goths for Azure. And then last but not least, we have Big Lump of Cheese. And Big Lump of Cheese is playing as the Berbers. We'll see how it goes. Now, I did notice that Smokey must have had someone on neutral. And it looks like Teal just got the notification. Avoid neutral at all costs. People just take offense to it. And Yellow did immediately, I think it was a misclick. He did immediately put Teal onto ally. Anyways, maybe Teal's not talking about that. He says, my Vil is in a grave. Did he lose a Vil? What happened here? Did he lose a villager? Death? Oh, God. Lots of people lost villagers to boars, guys. They don't attack faster here in Hyper Random. Sheesh. Okay, 3 out of the 8 players here lost a villager in the Dark Age, so that's fun. Fortress can work as a castle or just defense. Okay, so the big thing is, can they make your unique unit out of it? And it looks like we have our answer there. Pretty interesting map. So there's one large chunk of wood, though. There's other areas to take wood if you want your fill, but look at all the trees. All the dragon trees in the middle. It looks amazing without small trees on. I think I want to get into the habit of not having small trees for community games. It just looks so cool. For competitive games, obviously, you want to have small trees on, and I will continue to do that, but this is quite nice. Glancing over the wiki page for Fortress, I can't find anything about it making units, but it does outrange bomber cannons with bracer and give 30 pop space instead. Really? Okay, so it's not confirmed it can produce units. Okay. Well, that's an interesting one then. So I don't know the elos of all these players. A lot of people want to know what the ranks are for them. I don't know that. I don't have that information. Also, they do not have shared exploration on, so they will not get to see what their allies see until they make a market, which would be in Feudal Age. A couple of players on the way to Feudal Age now. But I did want to check how much... I did want to take a look here and see how much is on each resource. So normal gold tile is 800. This has 1100. Normal stone tile is 350. This has 530. Whoa. And from what I recall, there's differences in the amounts of gold and stone near your base and the ones that are far away. So if we go here, this is 1124. Whereas this was... Oh, wait, no, this is 521. Whoa. Yeah, and this is 1,117. So there's some minor differences. These rhinos have 160 food. I'm not traveling all the way out there to get rhinos at 160 food. But I think I would travel out here to get a bunch of berries that totals over 2,000 food. I like it. We also got some wild horses, which you can't eat, and you also can't ride. They're just there. You can kill them if you wish to. You gain nothing out of it, unless you're a sicko. But Fast Castle's the play, my friends. Fast Castle's the play, so we've got time to hang out here. There's not been a lot of chatter thus far. It did say that yellow had a kill here, so I'm thinking maybe yellow had killed a villager somehow from teal earlier. That's probably what teal was reacting to. But Azure says, hey, Blue, we are neighbors. Want to be friends? Okay. The first person reaches out. The first contact through the darkness. First official contact. Some games you'll have everyone typing away. This game is a lot more relaxed here, so. Bozeman says, how's everyone doing? Big Lump of Cheese responds to Orange and just says for life. Bozeman is asking if people were sweaty. People get really nervous for these games. I try and, like, I really do try and not put pressure on people, right? Like, we're just hanging out, right? But, I understand it, because people build it up in their minds. I think maybe once you played half a dozen of them, then maybe you have less pressure. But at the end of the day, you're watching all these games. You think of all the moves you want to do. You finally get into a game after however long it takes for you to get into one. And then, you know, people are going to be watching. Purple says, I do not know what I'm doing. So that's always good. Make Vills, that's what 90 always says. True. Make him proud. All right. Smokey's going to reach out to Red, though. I don't know how good Red is going to be, but the eco looks pretty smooth. Normally, castle times are indicators of skill, and Varion is our first person to Castle Age. And actually sends a message to somebody next to him, hoping to form an alliance of sorts. This is like a reformed Varion here. Okay, he says, just you, Red, want a team? There's 2K we need to kill. Wait, who's 2K here? I think Smokey might be, actually. Oh, wait. Someone told me last time Smokey was in a game that he might be 2K. Might be higher ranked. Red says, agreed, I'm with you. As he's saying to Yellow, good, how are you? And then Red goes over to Yellow and says, want a team. Dude, this is honestly really good for Red. Because I think the two strongest players are Yellow and Green, and they're on both sides of him. So he's kind of playing the field right now. Like, oh, they're both looking pretty good, you know. Let's see which one's most interested. Okay. Gray's going to reach out to Purple now. People are reaching out to their neighbors. Makes sense. Even says we're neighbors. Teal more creatively says, Yellow, I know he had that incident with the Vill at the start. And the grave still haunts me, but can we be friends? How does that sound? And seems like Yellow's into it. So yeah, now all the chatter's happening once people are either on their way to Castle Age or in Castle Age. Smokey's actually 2K? Okay. Interesting. So the fortress apparently has more range than a castle. Gives you 30 population space. Or maybe it's garrison space. Is it both? I don't even know. Now I'm questioning if I know the max garrison space in a castle, guys. Is it like 20? I think it's 20. Yeah, Fortress has more range, but you can also, we believe, produce unique units out of it. Maybe not, though. So Yellow intentionally killed the Vill. They're hanging out. At this point, they will have shared exploration, so they can see the giant woodline in the center. Very awkward to really commit your economy around that giant woodline because there's a hill there. But eventually you could chop, and it seems like it's flat in there. Now, Smokey says, thank you for being understanding, and is overall being pretty chill. Economy is what we'll want to focus on. And it's not sorted by the top players here, but you could still see most players are mid-30s. A couple players are hitting 40 and up. But a player like Azure here is at 40, still not in Castle Age. Whereas we've got like 50 right now for Varian and for Smokey. Big lump of cheese across the, or not really across the way. He's already reached out to Orange and said friends for life. Says want to join mine and Orange's Super Alliance. I think Varian could possibly say yes to this. But this is a lot for him, you know? To reach out to one person himself for friendship is already a big step. To accept an alliance elsewhere, big commitment for Varian. Purple says to everyone, don't forget to make houses, and then clarifies and says except red. Because red is Hans. I like that. Trade should be pretty easy here, but orange is walled this way, so I know it's just palisades, but people won't be able to trade in this corner quite as easily. Okay, this is our narrative, guys. Varian reached out to red a couple minutes ago and basically said, hey, we need to kill yellow. Now yellow is going to red and saying, hey, do you want to kill green? The Roman was not expecting to be in the middle of this. And he's a pretty strong player himself, but he's not near as strong as these two from what I can see with the boom. He's at 44 vils. He says, yes, sorry, I was booming. Smokey says, he is a salty boy. Which may be true. Roman's, though, saying pretty much the same thing. He's like, yeah, I agree. He's dangerous. So, man, Roman's got so much power right now. And so far, he's just agreed with the stronger player. Because what are you going to do? Be like, no. Because then you're going to die. Yellow says, I think we should make him more salty. And Red's curious. He says, how? Now, Orange says, purple wants to be friends with me. Should I accept him? Orange is saying this to green and to blue. And, I mean, you have walled them out already, but I think it would always be good for you, Orange, to just take that deal without telling your team. Just be like, yeah, we're good. Blue says, sure, we can take him because green ignored me on my side, which is more along the lines of what I was expecting. Like, when you play these games, you're going to realize this is not Varian being a jerk. He just didn't know. He just genuinely didn't know that the message came in because he's focused on stuff. That happens a lot. So that's why he got the messages in nice and early. He's like, okay, Red and I have an agreement. Perfect. And then we can move on from there. Why is Roman not the Romans? Because I made him go random Civ. I'm the worst. I am truly the worst. He's playing as the anti-Roman? Yeah, maybe. He's imping right now. That's interesting development. But yeah, the economy for the Burmese is really smooth with the free wood upgrades. And yellow is the higher ranked player. And yellow's just going for a big old boom. And by the way, I have yet to see anyone make a unit out of their fortress. So I think that you can't do it. Maybe I'm assuming things too early, though. So both yellow and green are going to assume that red is going to fight alongside them. I think maybe what you want to do is you just have to go with the strongest player, right? No hard feelings, but like this is for self-preservation here. You're going to have to take a side. You obviously want to take the side of the guy who could kill you. And so it kind of sucks because, like, Varian's outlook on things is spot on. Like, hey, we've got to kill the stronger player. And sure, that might be true. But if you see yellow's an imp faster and yellow's got an army faster than green, you can't just stand up against yellow if you're not ready. We got markets down here from L Dr. L. Would suggest building them against the edge of the map. Oh, whoa. We got a snitch. The Roman says, Varian, Smokey wants to kill you. Shocker, I know. Interesting how he didn't capitalize the V in Varian and then capitalize the S in Smokey and in Shocker. Is that a sign of disrespect towards the great Varian? Take a sec to think. Yes, says Red. Varian says, shocking. Okay. So now he has a heads up, but that's also a sign to us that maybe Red is interested in working with Varian. Orange saying it's hard to keep track of chat. Yes. Gray said, how's it going, Teal? Teal said, ah! And you? And Gray said same. So this is the stress gang. These guys are stressed. These guys are worried. I like that, though. They're going to form some type of a bond through their stress in this situation. It does seem like there's a little bit of lag currently. So another aspect of Diplo that could be a play here is they could play to kill the lagger game because they want the game to be more smooth. I do not know who that individual is, though. It may discuss it at some point. Bill counts. Let's double check on that. 49 for the Teal player, 94 for Gray. So Teal is actually our weakest player right now and seems to be the most stressed. And we'll see how things play out there. Celts could always rebound in the game and offer some strength later on. We do have Imp on the way there. We've got trade from Azure heading over towards Varian. And Varian should trade to that side as well. Now, Blue, he was a little upset when Varian didn't respond to him earlier. We'll see how that pans out, but I think Varian does currently have friends all around him. He's got blue and he's got orange, who he can work with, and then he's got red. Red is making cav archers. Whoa, orange says to green, you want to kill off blue. What? That is not something I was expecting, but blue is in the middle of their trade, so if they clear that player out, I guess it could work. WDW kids. Not to be confused with Kill the Logger, which is how I normally spend my Friday nights. Oh, it's so good. Happy Friday, dude. Varian has not responded. He has not responded at all. Oh, God. Varian walled in. What are you doing, Varian? He can't help himself. He doesn't respond to people, and he walls in this dude who has a relic. He wants to kill you. Hey, sorry, the guy who's talking to Red wants to kill you. Red just says, you can have it, release the man. And maybe this is like a trust exercise. I don't know. But if Red was looking for a reason to possibly work with yellow against green, he just got his reason. The man has not been released. This is an old man. He doesn't deserve this. He doesn't have any sunscreen in his bald head. It's a sunny day outside, all right? He's going to have some problems.
Yes.
Is that how this works, says Varian. So they're talking publicly about this. Anyways, Yellow's building up an army. Like, Yellow came in with intent when he even spoke to Red. He just said, we should kill Varian. He didn't dance around it. He didn't have to say, Varian's higher rank. Varian the dude, blah, blah, blah. Salty, kill, yes. You know, it was very simple. Is Varian going to convert it? That'd be a nice play. Just convert the monk. But no, I don't think so. He's got barracks prepped to go Eagles. He's getting pikemen now for Halb. Teal goes back to Gray. Gray, you want to be buddies? It's scary if you're alone out there. I like this alliance a lot. I think these guys are sleepers. They're honestly real sleepers, these two, because they're lower score, so no one will have any focus on them. The Civs are pretty strong, Slavs and Celts combined. I guess the main problem is if Yellow's going to roll over Varian, which I think is likely here, Yellow is going to be the type of guy who just wants to kill people all the time, so that would be an issue for Teal. Monk is still walled in. Anyways, Imperial Age is coming in.
Yes.
And Red just said to Varian, be careful. It's interesting how Red's still telling him to be careful, even though the relic is still walled in. Like, it's a very dysfunctional relationship. T90, please teach me your farm techniques. I want farms as good as yours. I'm sorry, but you're just not going to have the talent to be able to keep up with me, so I don't even think it's worth my time discussing it. I know that's a little rude, but Only true pros can farm like me. Tell me if you need help. I'm going cheap archers. Okay. The purple's like, keep me informed, all right? Keep me informed. Orange is like, we're good. Remember, Orange tried to reach out to Green earlier about teaming up on Blue, so I don't know if Orange is necessarily as affectionate towards Blue as he was at the start of the game. Maybe he's lactose intolerant. Maybe a big lump of cheese is a pretty scary sight. I don't know. What do we have here? Elephants, right? Oh, yep. Here we go. Smokey declares war on Varian. Okay. So we're going to have a lot of thumpage. We have full upgrades on the elephants. And an elephant will wreck an eagle. An elephant will still win a 1v1 fight against a halp. So the correct play from Varian is to prep halps. However, he could have some problems. Because I don't know if he has the numbers. And he now turns on yellow, which he didn't prior to. So we'll see. Yellow may run out of gold eventually. The red says, I'll destroy his buildings. And he's saying this to Varian. And Varian says to everyone, yellow is going rogue, guys. Put him down. And Varian needs to run away with that king. Because his fortress is down. Yellow says, I'm a nice guy. I'm pretty sure in the history of all people who've ever said I'm a nice guy, they're usually not completely nice. But Teal says he seems nice to me. Okay, so people aren't necessarily that upset to see Varian's being attacked. Varian defends very nicely. Loses the fortress, but whatever. He didn't even spend the resources on that. Okay. So King has fled for Varian into a castle. He's defended. Now, Red promised, or at least said he was going to destroy Yellow's buildings, which he's not doing. And Yellow's King, if you're wondering, is in his fortress still. So the halp play is worked out. Now, if you start to see champions, it could be a problem. And, ooh, Red turns on Yellow. And honestly, props to Red here. It is such a difficult thing for you to decide on doing here. It is the easy way was just to help the 2K player kill Varian. But he's not going for the easy play here. And I mean, he's a good player himself, clearly. So now, you know, #1 player in the game as two people up against him. We've got a lot of cav archers from Red. He's got siege rams going for the buildings. Plus, we're going to have the halp spam from Varian. And Varian benefits from early conversation, benefits from having an ally here. And Yellow is now saying how he's concerned and he feels hurt by this betrayal. He says, actually, he says, I feel hurt by this betrayal, Red. Never mind, I don't really care, with a winky face. Damn. That was a little cold-hearted, you know? He doesn't seem worried, and I don't think he should be worried when you have elephants with this much armor. Red, you need to have the halbs in, you know, in support here. Oh, it would be so horrible for Red if Red just dies here. Guys, his king is here! He didn't move the king away from the fortress! Are you crazy? Oh, God. This could be bad. I mean, his cav archers could slowly take out the elephants, but he could lose his king in the meanwhile. His king is on the move! And his king's going to go into the next cast. Okay, so questionable on if this was the right play for Red. We'll see, though, because I think he earns Varian's loyalty for life. Varian needs to get his halbs in a little bit closer, but Yellow stables are going down. And we'll see if maybe someone else on the other side of Yellow wants to take on him, because Yellow's got a high rank. He's talking some smack here or there, and he's very vulnerable. So this would possibly be the time, and Orange actually makes a move on Yellow right now. But I think this is just a declaration of war. Or was there army here? There must be army around. I'm sorry. There's a lot of, like, desert terrain. So I actually can't see Orange's army. T90 blind. Am I crazy? I don't see anything. But the fact that Red asked Orange why he was there is very confusing. Anyways, Blue also turns. Everyone's turning on Yellow. So he's just like, the whole world is against me now. Look at Blue. Oh, okay. There's some units there. Got it. Okay, so I thought Orange was engaging because Red was confused. So anyways, Orange is on the way. Blue will apparently support there. And we will see orange show up. So the game plan from Smokey was kill Varian and adapt. And Varian had already spoken to Red and made a deal with Red. And props to everyone who's like, yeah, we're not going to let some 2K player bully us. And they might continue to use this type of thinking throughout the rest of the game as well. Now, Smokey's going to everyone else. He says, red, green, blue, and orange are attacking me. And teal saying to gray, not yellow, I don't want to help him. I just want peace. If I help him now, I'm dead. And teal like offers some words of encouragement and says, that's rough, man. But yeah, yellow, you didn't have established trade. You've got Azure going directly towards your corner eco. And you now have purple saying, so we are in the loser side, as if to say, is this a 4v4 right now with our best player dying? He says time to fight and lose. But no, I think you don't want to do that. If you try and engage and save yellow right now, you are destined to be killed later on in this game. You don't have to help kill yellow, but I think assisting yellow in any capacity here would be a bad play. We'll see, though. That does not seem like teal is interested at all. He's getting Siege Onager. He's happy to hang out. Purple's just been trading away. Purple's showing no signs of support here. You just got to let him die. Now, there goes yellow's king. Remember, the kings explode here, guys. So, if Smokey really wants to kill Varian, he could start to try and make it over to Varian's base. Or if he feels upset that no one tried to help him, he could possibly send his king in towards purple or gray's base. But I don't see how yellow can have a realistic economy long-term here. I do not see how he can defend himself. There's simply too much army from too many players here. And again, that king, the only thing that's really keeping Smokey alive right now is now in gray's castle. And orange noticed it. Says yellow's king is moving away, or moving my way. And red says king, and he's chasing this. He says king in here. Okay. We don't want to repeat the situation that happened recently, red. Don't kill it in gray's base. It hasn't hit YouTube at this point, but there was a game 2 weeks ago where one guy got so pissed when someone was on the run into his base. He was like, no, not here. That's what Gray should be saying right now. He says, Gray, release him. Gray, I'm not sure you want to do that. I think you need to think about this. Oh, God. Oh, no. Yellow tries to run. Gray, run away. Run away. Smokey's dead. No, don't you know? Okay, there he goes. He's running now. Okay, this isn't as bad as it could have been. He's going to survive. He will lose a lot, of course, but he's still going to have plenty of castles. He's still going to have his buildings. He will still have his king. Yellow said, well, fun game, and it wasn't super well thought out from him. I think he was just expecting red to go along with it. Makes it interesting, though, how this game is played out. I think Varian will never turn on red. We'll be interested to see if red will turn on Varian. So that was a big explosion. Gray now receiving resources from purple. Look at this. Purple saw that his teammate lost a quarter of his base, and he feels bad about it. And actually, this is pretty cool, because now you can make TCs here. It actually was worth it. Orange now speaking to green and blue says, who's next? And is ready to kill the next person. And Varian says, blue's about to move on me. And ooh, true. It does look like this. And Roman says, let's get him first. And Varian, he called it, and blue's maybe made it seem a little too obvious here, because blue's asking orange where red's king is, actually. And that is the king. And I actually think that explosion's... I think that's really good for gray. I think the fact that yellow is gone is really good for teal. These two were terrified at the start of this game. They don't have to engage right now. They can just build up their economies. There's a lot of trust between these two. And now they don't have a big bad bully neighbor. That's good. I think we'd have a better chance if we attack, says gray, to purple and to teal. I think purple should be included in the pacifist club. And they're talking about attacking red. And Varian is telling orange where red's king is right now? Ooh. Oh, no. He's talking about blue. Sorry. So orange earlier had proposed killing blue, but Varian didn't respond. This could work out. This is really tense, though. Like, clearly there's a buildup here from blue. He's maybe made it a little too obvious. Teal's like, I'm bottom score. Give me something to do. I'm going to be there with you. I'm just happy to have a friend in all this. Tell me when and where. We'll make it happen. What if they were like, okay, at 56 minutes and 46 seconds, we will be in this location. And things are very specific. I'm going to try and snipe him, but I'm not sure if it will work. Says orange, yes. To green. Varian responds and says yes. Guys, I feel so proud. I feel like a proud father. Varian diplomacy chatting. What in the world? It's amazing what happens if you just don't immediately open up and try and kill people. If you just have a little side conversations. It's crazy. Oh, whoa. This is sneaky. But blue sees it. He says green is coming. Big lump of cheese is speaking to Azure, expecting Azure to give a damn. And Azure saying to Varian, would be nice to have a distraction. He's very suspicious of you. No, this is the distraction. King is on the move for blue. This is very subtle, Varian. He was blending in with the trees. Blending in with the foliage. He must have saw the king moved. So he's just like, just passing. Why doesn't blue question this? Why doesn't blue ask a question? Blue didn't say anything to him. Like, hey, what are you doing? Maybe make him think to retreat. I think he's just overwhelmed at what's about to happen. Red's made a move on him. He's got too many. He's going to be 3v1s. Orange doesn't join in on this, though. It says, gray, purple, you should try and move against green before he comes too powerful. So he's working with green right now. But it seems like he understands that green will be the guy to beat. Okay, so here we go. There's no way this castle stays up. As for if the king survives, that depends. If you think you're going to die, though, in blue's position, it would make sense for you to send your king directly to Varian's base. Oh, that's the wrong king. I'm sorry. There's the king for blue. Now, can he get to Varian's base is the next question. Red's come in on this side. There's just too much stuff. Too many things happening, and blue is running away. Okay, so blue is trying to save himself here. But in the process of trying to save himself, he could kill his teammate, orange. Upon rewatching this, I don't think he's going to be that upset about that because orange was planning to backstab him, but still, king is in there somewhere. He's fat, he's chubby, he's slow. Actually, he's quite quick, but oh god, king is now in the castle. Orange shows up. King is going to eject for like the third time over the last couple minutes. And again, king is out, king is on the move, and king is headed towards orange. Orange, you better stop attacking this guy right now. He might be faking like he's trying to help. Oh, dude, this gets real fun. Did orange turn on him yet? Orange didn't turn on him yet, and he shouldn't now. And orange is running. Welcome to my base. I'm not going to be able to hang out and have dinner with you, but we've got some good stuff in the fridge. Feel free to just hop on in my castle. Take what's yours. I'm going to go as far away as possible from my own kingdom because I don't want to be anywhere near you. Oh, and he turns on him, but he doesn't have ballistics. What is this? What's happening? So he was actually going to sacrifice his own base? And oh god, don't tell me this king actually gets away for blue. I mean, this ends up being better for orange if he kills it out here. What in the world? Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. The king's still running. The king is still running. Oh, I didn't know king's healed in this. What? Holy crap, king's healed. Maybe that's always been the case. Anyways, blue's having a rough life. I feel really bad for you. But if this king could make it to Varian's base, that would be something else. I don't think it will now. And blue, he didn't really seem to have any idea on where to go with the king, right? He just wants to live. He has not used his king as a bomb here. He just simply wants to survive. And my god, the trade cards keep blocking, finally. So, no ballistics was a big play in the end. As we have gray moving in on Roman and purple moving in on Roman. Red, they were so fixated on blue, and now red could be the next one to go down. There will obviously be an explosion on blue's side of things. This is the last thing red expected. Guys, the 3 players who were kind of bottom score, who were really scared of conflicts, decided to move in together. Now, hold on a second. Whoa, teal gave him a heads up there. Teal actually warned red that that was going to happen. That's an interesting development. So it's like he's faking like he's part of this. I don't exactly understand. Anyways, king could still die here. King's on the move for red, and say goodbye to your cav archers. So teal warns, but also joins in on the party here as you have purple elephants even. Oh my god, red is super dead. Red just says help to Varian, and Varian says he's on his way. Dang. Okay. But I mean, king's still alive. That's something. Pretty big power play from orange to contribute there against blue. That could be good for orange later on, because I think orange will be able to just kind of chill for a while. Varian obviously needs to come save red, and he wants to save red because red helped him earlier. I think the king from red is going to be able to get by here. Dude, you're playing with fire here, though. Get away. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. The crossbows saw it. They were clicked onto it. Now red realizes how in jeopardy he is. We actually have gray bowyars coming this way as well, though. Okay, Varian's going to turn on teal. He's going to turn on gray, realizing the situation. Orange sees that. Orange so badly wants to kill this king. This king is heading to Varian's base. If Orange kills this red king in Varian's base, that's what I call 2 birds with 1 stone. Because I think he's still going to have the friendship with the others on the other side. But I don't think the friendship will be as strong as gray, teal, and purple. Like, they've got a real bond there. Well, bowyars are just an insane unit. The devs made it way cheaper. They also gave the Slavs a tech, so their castles are cheaper. So the Slav late game is one of the best. They also have cheap siege, too. I don't think Gray's turned on Varian yet. Yeah, he has not turned on Varian. So he's patrolling into an engagement, but all he's really attacking is red stables. I'm not sure he fully realizes the situation, but, you know, it's stressful times right now. Reminder, by the way, that there was trade going this way for Varian and for red. Some of red's trade has, if not all of red's trade, has gone down. And that's going to be the big issue for him. He needs to get trade flowing, and he needs some support there in that corner. 100 military for our bottom score player, who has elite Woad Raider and tons of siege onagers. Again, great late game civ in the Celts. And gray finally turns on green here. Teal turns on orange after seeing orange is in this group. And so orange has essentially chosen sides. He's chosen to fight with alongside Varian, I suppose. Purple happy to send resources over to teal as he did before. And look at this army. Look at this army. Elite war elephants, crossbows, bowyars, Woad Raiders, siege onagers. Orange says teal is attacking me, but like that's obvious, right? Like that's what should happen now. You made your bed now. So like you have a problem here, purple, in that you should be enemied to or sorry, you have a problem, orange, is that you should be enemied to purple as well. I think you needed to kind of choose a side here. Or just hide. Like not show yourself in any engagements whatsoever. And then eventually one side's going to say, huh, what are you doing, right? Is this on fast speed? No, I think it's normal speed. Pretty sure it's normal speed. Good to see some more elephants in a game. Let's look at our stockpiles real quick during this fight. Purple, 21k gold. Gray, 13k gold. Orange, 25k gold. Red and green are the lowest of the players remaining. For red, it's really bad. For Varian, it's somewhat manageable. I think another thing that Varian's struggling with is he just doesn't have high pop, like high strength units. The Incas have cheap units, and they have lots of options, but they don't have any, you know, horse units. So I think your best unit as the Incas would be Kamiyuk. Is this the real Varian? Orange, we need your help. Me and Red fighting Rest. We've been friends since the beginning. What is this? What is this diplomacy? It's good diplomacy. And Gray is just also turned on Orange. Look, Orange is just chilling here. The only person Orange has been fighting has been Teal. He says, yes, but Teal attacked me. Should we focus someone else first? And I don't think Orange understands fully. So Varian's even explained it to him. And he's like, they're all teamed against us. And oh god, that was horrible. I mean, I guess if you kill the siege onagers, it's worth it, but that was painful. Yeah, it's hard to have much of an eco if you're red. His trade's getting raided, his bill count's low. He does have a big ball of cav archers, though. Okay, cav archers from the Roman backing away. I mean, he's got nothing else to focus on except this cav archer micro now. Gray is turned against Orange. Orange is not turned against Gray. I think this is Orange's first community game. There's a lot of fighting going on, so there's a lot of different things to look for. And Orange says, where is Purple's king? An interesting move, because Purple's been a really nice guy, and Purple is a very big part of this alliance.
Yes.
Red, Orange will help. We kill Rest together, says Varian. Okay, so trying to uplift his teammate so they can work together here. The current alliances are basically this. We have red and green together forever. Orange is teamed with them, but Orange is also teamed with purple. Orange is starting to realize now, I think I might need to fight purple and gray too. Okay, Teal's siege onagers are all going to go down. I mean, the army comps that red and green are up against here is just ridiculous. Elite war elephants, bowyars, and Celt siege onagers. It's some of the toughest things to kill in the game. Good luck. I want to kill red and then green. Now, this is purple to orange. So I think purple and orange really like each other, but they're separated, guys, by society, okay? Society says they must be on separate sides of these walls. But they want to break the mold that life has put on them. I think. I say that as Orange has clearly been... Orange's heart has been hardened by the despair of war. I think Orange wants to kill Purple now. Oh, whoa. Orange was hiding his petards in Purple's castles. Pro move. Listen, guys, if you start with a fortress and then you end up having to build the castles, maybe don't keep your king in the fortress. That's the most obvious spot. Maybe put it in a castle. Oh, boy. This is going to blow this game up. This is going to blow this game up if that king dies. And the king for El Dr. L is going to die. Huge move from Orange. Huge for Varian and Roman. Is the right move for Orange. It's probably more helpful for him to kill Purple than it would have been for him to do anything else for the other two. And now it is just Gray and Teal together. It is a 3v2 situation. And while Boyar and Siege Onager is good, is it good enough to last the rest of this game? Explosion will happen. There it is. Most of Purple's base is gone, and I don't think Purple expected that one. What a great move from Orange. But it is interesting because does it further Orange's cause? I don't know if it furthers his cause. It definitely furthers the cause of red and green. So we'll see what the long term ends up being for Orange. He was happy to kill his neighbor here. He contributed in that. He's happy to kill the next neighbor. I would not want to live next to this guy. Stay away. Anyways, and Purple, upset with the gods, is complaining about the Civ right now. But let's look at the trade route. Okay, so the trade is actually headed this way. Yeah, this is devastating. The fact that teal and purple were trading this way is horrible. If they were trading this way, they're in a better position. But the fact that red has picked up on this and can basically disrupt all their trade is going to hurt their long term. But 30k gold in the bank for... Oh, purple's dead. Oh, shoot. Okay, yeah. 22k gold in the bank for orange, and then third place is gray with 7k. Purple just says bye YouTube. You see hi YouTube a lot. You don't see bye YouTube. Purple's probably so sad that happens. Especially when you get onto Elite War Elephant and you have 30k gold. I don't know. But, you know, just like the basic math of it all. 2 players versus 3. I think you have to put your money on the 3 players. Then combined with the fact that it seems like maybe Varian and the Roman have some better skill involved in this. You know, their trade is uncontested. Is Orange still allied with any of these players here? No. He is enemy to gray. He is enemy to teal. And he has built some forward barracks as well. Dude, just insane scenes here, though, for these siege onagers, dude. Count siege onagers are ridiculous. Oh, man. Even against his own siege from time to time, but still. So, I honestly feel as Orange is now moving as king. I honestly feel as though Orange might want to sneak over here and kill Varian. Varian would not expect it. Oh, someone did spies. Oh, okay, someone did spies, and Orange says, did you spy on me? Okay, so I need to ask Capture Age to get a notification when someone does spies, because we don't have that. Orange, why are you sending your king away from your well-fortified base right now? Oh my god. I really wish the game still had dead players' units on an attack stance, because then Orange would be dead there, and that'd be crazy. Orange is sending his king into Green's base. And he also says prepping to make a move on Gray. Why would you want your king here next to everyone else? I guess if they kill you, they destroy their own base, but I feel like you do this in the event that you're in trouble. You're not anywhere close to being in trouble. And he's now asking where the king is for Gray, because he's going to make a move with some Trebs, some Cav Archers, and some Huskarls. Dang. I'd really like to apply to playing the community games this week, but I broke my mouse after a really bad losing streak, and the mouse pad is not particularly comfortable. Like, you broke your mouse as in it just happened, or you broke your mouse as in you got really annoyed and you took out the anger on your mouse. I'm curious on the details. Normally I wouldn't ask, but you did bring it up. Progress is kind of being made by green and by red. It's just really hard to kill this many Boyars. We have signals here from teal, because he notices orange is going to break through. Varian says teal is already dead. Which, I don't know. Is that him saying that there's no possible way that they could kill teal? Or that teal could kill them? Or does he actually think teal is dead? I don't know. Let's just say the mouse wasn't to blame. Got it. Okay, all good. It's, again, very interesting to me that orange doesn't have his king at home, but the fact he doesn't have his king at home could actually be good. I imagine teal might be considering treason here. He just researched treason. You see how those were lit up? So he didn't get any real notifications for a king in this guy's base. He's looking for flags everywhere. He doesn't see it. Orange could see the future, man. And Orange sees that teal is here as well, and he's talking to him. He's like, get out of here. You are not welcome. Red says, trapped because Gray is going for the king as well. Woo! These Boyars are strong, man. Dude, Gray, if you kill one, you kill all. Okay, guys, if green tries to send his king somewhere else and ejects it... Wait. That's red and orange is in green's castle. This is so confusing. Wait, oh, orange is running. Okay, but does red run as well? Okay, now red's running. Ah! Oh, my goodness. Dude, this is so intense. Meanwhile, we have orange still trying to make a move. Teal's coming back to defend. It's really hard to kill kings with just melee units. You normally need to have archers. Orange almost killed himself and red and green in the same moment there. So we've got red and green in this castle. We've got orange in this castle right now. They should get like a zip line and zip over to each other. I don't know. I'm a big zip line guy, so I apologize for how random that was, but... So, like, on one hand, it was a good idea for orange to move his king. On the other hand, I'm not so sure I agree with it. But teal is going to try and defend his buddy here. That would have been ridiculous to see 3 players go down in one shot. And Trebs are going to go down. There's no possible way that orange is going to be able to get this kill. A very hard journey to make, truthfully, especially against the slabs when they have so many castles. Sheesh. Crazy game. Green and red pushing back. I'll show stockpiles because I am concerned for them, guys. Look at the stockpiles for gray. Look at the stockpiles for teal. I think that was like their moment. The only way they win this game now is if they start to chat up other people. And I think you go back to orange and say, hey, listen, dude. Look at the other guy's scores. Why are you working against us? We should be working together. Teal says, I have no idea how to do this. Listen, it might be too late, but you have to go back to orange right now and say, hey, they will just kill you. Will you work with us? Even that, I think, will be difficult because I think that it'll be very obvious if orange starts to do that. Varyon's trade is in orange's base. If he sees other trade cards going through, he would call it out. Or if orange chooses to fight Varyon, obviously Varyon gets the notifications. I'm not even sure if it's beneficial for orange to be able to take said deal. Because he's trading here as well. It's probably beneficial for him to continue to work off gray and teal. And then try and swoop in the final moments when red and green try and fight each other. When infantry is your best unit and it's still bad, says Azure. I don't necessarily agree, despite the buffs. No, I don't necessarily agree because it's cost, really. Cost is a big thing here, and production speed. He must not be a fan of the Goths either, but 25k gold is insane. Orange did just say that to us, by the way.
Yes.
So he basically said that to himself, but he's trying to speak to the audience here. Gray says, I'm low on golds. Purple tries to respond from heaven, says, I have 31k. And Gray's talking about rebuilding trade. They need to stall. I don't see that happening too easily here. Yeah, what you really want with Goths in this position is you want like 20 barracks here. So instead of producing from... Is he not producing out of barracks? Oh, he's got barracks here. Yeah, you need production buildings here. And then this becomes a lot easier for you. And Orange's presence on this side means that Gray and Teal will have less in the fight on this side. Yeah, really, they really gave their all to try and get that kill, which would have been a triple kill in Varyon's base. Going to be really tricky from here. There's the barracks from Orange, so he's finally figuring that out. And I expect to see these castles drop very quickly against the siege rams and the trebs coming in. But Teal has something to say about that with these Woad Raiders. Okay. Greg going to deny the barracks for the time being, so that's good. Teal's score is insane right now. It turns out Woad Raiders aren't too bad, guys. Woad Raiders 14 plus 4 attack, 85 HP. They were buffed a couple times over the last couple patches. But really, it is all about the siege with the Celts. And I don't think he's going to be able to afford much more of it. Castle will go down here for Gray. And Orange, by the way, you don't have a lot of upgrades on your Cav Archers, just for future reference. He's missing quite a few. Goth Cav Archers are actually pretty good. I didn't realize that the trade is actually still running here. I should have checked that. Yeah, they need to have just some Cav Archers in the trade. Teal's running now. This is the moment of truth for Gray and for Teal. If they understand that they are soon going to die, they then need to decide on what they do with their kings. And I think it'll be very difficult for them to get their kings to where the others are. Yo, that'd be epic though, guys. There's 3 kings here. If Gray gets his king here and deletes it, it will kill himself, right? And then it will kill 3 others. So 4 people die in one swing. And then his teammate wins the game. Yo! Make it happen. Make it happen, please. All right, Cav Archers are in some of the trade, not all of it. And Varian is chewing his way through the buildings. And he'll chew right through the buildings with some of the defeated players. Anything to move on towards his target of Teal and Gray. And he'll get Parthian or Thumbring? Oh, okay. Well, they're still better than other 6 Cav Archers. I guess that they're not the best. But, you know, you get heavy CA, you get Bloodlines. It's not awful. Orange is struggling to see units. And Varian giving him tips. He's like, hey, use the military mode. And yeah, he says he can't see it because of the orange on orange. Which makes sense. Look at Gray. What a great holds here against orange. I really thought that the Goth spam would overwhelm. But he's still losing everything else. And these kings are just sitting one castle across from each other. They're looking through the window right now. Unsure on what they should do. They're passing their messages across. And there's probably a lot of desperation. But there's also probably a lot of appreciation for the friendship that was formed and what these two have been through together, you know? They got to help fight off Big Bad Yellow. Wait, did they? I forget. I don't even remember at this point, to be honest with you, but let's just pretend they did. Gray will hold off the threat of orange. Maybe just send a message. But this cannot be stopped. And that is why you must try this. That is why you must not sit back and just accept your defeat and accept your demise. Because if you were to do that, you would be a fool. You're wasting your time. You're wasting your one chance at life.
Yes.
There has to be a play. There has to be an attempt to somehow change the game here. But no, Red noticed it. Come on, that would have been perfect. You and your freaking gates. Well, it was noticed. There was some communication. There was some signaling. There go the Woad Raiders. And remember, there's 3 kings at play. Red's king is out in the open. Because it was in Varian's castle, and he ejected stuff. Oh my god. Come on, Teal. Don't get your hopes up, Self. Don't get your hopes up. Please don't get your hopes up. There's no king in there. Oh, if only he knew. Oh, if only he knew. He doesn't know. Can he see it, maybe? I don't think he's going to see it. Oh, no. That's so sad. Oh, the potential was there. Maybe a treason research at the last second would have been good, but I don't know what his gold count looks like. Ooh, man. Reddit has no clue, man. It's still sitting there. Anyways, Orange is complaining that he just can't seem to do this. But Varian's like, dude, just hold and we're okay. The king is still out in the open. Ah! Okay, hear me out. If you're Orange, you bring your king back home and you send a unit over there and you kill it. Yeah? That'd be so epic. Like, Varian can't do it because this is his base. So if he leaves with his king and kills this, he kills 2 players, but then he loses his base. And then he loses both of his allies. If the timing's right, like if red and green continue to make moves on teal and purple, who are still trading, the fact they're still trading here is insane to me. This should never happen. This needed to be finished ages ago. But anyways, like, If the writing's on the wall and teal and gray are about to go down, then orange needs to come kill this. But I don't think anyone knows. No, none of the players know. Because if any of the players knew, they would do something about it. Varian would tell Red. Red would garrison it. Orange would maybe kill it or say something. Whoa, whoa. Orange says, shall I do it, T90? He's saying it just for us, guys. Shall I take out Red's king with mine? No! Just kill it! You can save your own king. Ugh. He knows, kind of, though. I don't think he realizes that Varian's is there as well. How's it going, Teal? Slow, says Teal. But dude, it's a crazy push. I think he holds this. I think he can hold against this. That is it. This is a massive battle. He says I'm dead now because he's finally losing his trade, but I think he holds against this. I think the woads are strong enough. Maybe I'm wrong though. That is a lot of cav archers. Nothing's happening around that king, guys. The hordes have ascended. The Teal calls them bullies. I mean, remember, like, it has been an incredible hold from Teal and Gray, but just remember, they've tried multiple times to try and kill a king here, and they have failed. The push is not completely stopped, but maybe could be. If Teal just made a few more units here. Still nothing. I see Huskarls. Orange, if you kill yourself with this, you are freaking crazy. It's one thing to just try it in the first place. What did he say? I can't even see it. Shall I do it, T90? How shall I kill Orange with my... Dude, you could just delete your own king here and have the same exact effect. Why would you kill this with units when you can just delete your own king? It's literally the same thing. Okay, the Huskarls are going into the castle. It's a long-term sneaky plan. Varian's king isn't that far away from this. Varian's king would still go down if Red's went down. Teal's asking, how's it going, guys? Happy with your life choices?
Yes.
And Orange says to Gray, Gray, if you give me a break, I'll kill Red's king. So, Gray, you need to stop attacking him right now, I guess. I mean, Orange did start it, so that's kind of weird. Sorry, I ejected your king. Oh, and he says this to Teal, because Teal's king is out in the open. Teal says, I just want to say that you are killing innocent farm people. And Varian says, there are no innocents in war. Roman says, it's called pillaging. We need to finance our coffers. And I think Teal, oh my God. I think Teal is about to try and get his king here. There's no way he could make it, right? Is he allied with Orange at all? No. Varian says those peasants have pig blood on their hands. Which may or may not be true. I mean, there were pigs at the start. It's true. It's a fair statement. There's no way this works. Right? I mean, Orange didn't have ballistics an hour ago.
No.
Teal says, welp, I guess I'll go out with the bang. No, you're spoiling it. Red's gonna look for his king now. Oh, Orange is here! Orange is here! This could all go down. Gray could win right now. Gray could win this game right now. Wah! Orange, what are you doing? What's happening? What's happening? Okay, so Teal is dead. There's going to be an explosion here. Orange is trying to leave. Well, so he doesn't kill himself, I suppose. Roman says Orange run, which is hilarious because he doesn't realize that he needs to run. So Orange has left the vicinity, so he is safe. All hell is breaking loose. Does Varian realize this is happening in his base right now? He thinks Varian did it. Roman thinks Varian did it. And whoa, what? Orange just died to who? Orange just died to who? Wait, what? Where's Varian? What? Wait, there's another one. Gray wins. Whoa! What just happened? We need to rewind. What in the world was that? Oh my god. Okay, all right. We need we need to back up, okay? Because I didn't think that was actually possible. Okay, so let's review. Give me a second. All right, so Teal obviously dies by running into the castle fire, okay? So we knew that was going to happen,
No.
right? Now, we had been staring at Red's king out in the open forever, and I thought Orange was going to kill it with his king right next to it, which would have been stupid, but he's going to run away, okay? So he does not want to basically kill himself. Teal's going to die because Orange realizes ballistics is a tech, so Teal's out. We now have 4 players remaining. Okay. So Orange leaves the blast radius. Sorry, I can't remove more of this. So he's now out of the blast radius. Now he will kill Red. Now when this happens, Varian realizes this halfway through. But what? Orange deletes his king to make a more difficult escape for Varian? That's the only logical thing. The only logical I can think of, the only logical thing I can think of is that Orange knew that if he died here, it would just be 2 explosions in the same area. I need clarification on this. Did he try and delete his cav archers and accidentally delete his king? I'm confused. But anyways, it was a double explosion, and Varian, who was probably going to win this game, I mean, he was making ground. He dies. And, you know, like, I'm not sure which explosion he actually ends up seeing here. But he has to leave and realizes he has to leave. And he's going to run into an explosion regardless of what direction he goes. Like, he did not know he was running towards this one until it was too late. And then he's done. And Dano wins. Just as he expected. Was there any chatter in the game? I imagine there was a lot. GG. Okay, Varian said... Everyone's confused. What just happened? 11 WTF. GG? Question mark? GG, I guess? Question mark? What happened, 11? GG. Sorry, Varian. I thought it was you. Well played, everyone. Well played, everyone. That's it. Very confusing ending. Orange maybe wanted a more unique ending, and we certainly got that. It was a good game. It was a very good game. Now, I'm going to just tab out real quick and see if I can get clarification on if that was planned from Orange in the CG chat within our Discord. I do want to make sure. Azure, give me your thoughts in that room if you wouldn't mind, because I'm curious. But it was still an epic game. It was an epic game. Even though the finish was pretty ridiculous. I know Varian will be kind of annoyed because, like, this game opened up and I thought that he was just going to be killed by Smokey. Then Roman kind of had his back. Azure saying it was intentional. Got it. Well, it's just a weird move. It was like a weird sacrificial move. Even though the ending was insane, I'll be honest, I don't really understand it, right? It was epic in that everyone died, but if he wanted to kill Varian, he could have just deleted his king originally. So long ago, right? The other thing is, it's like, why kill Varian? Varian didn't do anything to you. Varian was trading with you. Varian was friends with you. Varian, there was like a lot of reason to want to keep Varian in the game and back the guy up. But sometimes, you know, just the chaos in your minds takes over. You let the demons have more power than anything, and weird things happen. So, anyways, Dano, congratulations on the win there, my friends. Azure wanted chaos. Here's the total KD. I mean, the Gray Teal Alliance was very strong. They had a lot of kills in this game. They had a lot of trade in this game. Azure had more trade than anyone. He also traded his king for a king kill later on. But yeah, more trade profit than anyone. Varian right behind him because they just had that safe corner to corner trade. Some players didn't trade at all. Like Smokey just showed up here. He's like, I'm high elo. I want to create chaos in my own way at the start. I think that Smokey was just expecting Roman to say, sure, I'll kill Varian. Because Varian didn't know that that conversation was being had. Roman was in the middle of two really good players. Big respect goes to Roman in this game for saying, you know what? I'm going to take a risk and I'm actually going to team against Yellow with Varian. Even though he wasn't necessarily the stronger player of the two, that was pretty good. Dang. Great game. I hope I could make sense of that whole game. People in the comments on YouTube later on can let me know what their favorite moment was. Definitely feel like that will be a moment where we'll have some people on both sides of the whole what was right, what was wrong thing, but somehow the community games keep bringing us different content and different results. Gray said, yes, it was intentional. I'm just laughing nonstop. I don't care about winning. I just wanted to give you content. Well, there you go. That was content. I was so confused. When he died, I thought there was a building that maybe shot his king. I didn't realize in the moment that he had deleted it. Dang. Varian says, say what you want, but I'm loyal. Everybody note this. Dude, I was noting how loyal you were and the fact that you were reaching out to people ahead of time and conversing and doing some diplomacy stuff. I feel like we have a reformed Varian situation on our hands. That was really good.